Alright guys, today I have a pretty cool video to show you. Basically I'm just going to be teaching you how I do my typical, like go-to card trick where, if somebody hands me a deck of cards and they say, hey man, can you do a trick for me? This is going to be the trick that I perform. So here's what it looks like. Okay, so to start off, what I typically do is have a spectator go ahead, just shuffle up the pack, and then what we do is take the top card, in this case the 9 of diamonds. We would put this into the middle of the deck somewhere, snap our fingers, and then have the 9 come back to the top of the deck. So basically you tell your spectator, listen, we can do this over and over and over again until we really get bored of bringing this 9 back and forth from the top to the top of the deck again, right? So the next thing I do is just tell them, look, we can do this with any card in the deck. So in this case, let's say we take this top card, for example, the Jack of Hearts, right? You say, look, let's take this. I'll show you again one more time. Snap my fingers, and again, as you can see, the card comes back to the top. And at first, it makes it look like you messed up a little bit. But what you do is say, you know what? Actually, what's that? You can go behind the table, go behind your back, whatever, and flip it around and show your spectators, look, that actually was the Jack of Hearts the entire time. So if you guys are interested in learning how to do this, do not forget to stick around for the tutorial. Alright guys, so I know it's been a little bit since I've uploaded a video. I've actually been working on my my aviation career, so I just recently got my private pilot license. So if you guys know what that is, basically it's like your license when you drive a car. Well, I finally got the license to drive, fly a plane. So it's been a little bit off and on between YouTube and that, but anyways, I just wanted to just let you guys know why maybe I've been a little bit inconsistent. But anyways, to start this one off, this really is the first go-to card trick. If somebody hands me a deck of cards, this is a trick you can do immediately. It takes no setup. You can have a spectator, shuffle the deck and whatnot. So the first thing I do is do a double lift. So it doesn't matter, the spectator, does whatever, they can shuffle the deck. I do a double lift, flipping over the top 2 cards. I'll leave a link for that on the screen. And then what you do is you put that second card in the middle, and the card obviously stays on top of the deck. So at this point, what I do is a Marlowe tilt, and I'll leave a link on the screen for that as well. Essentially, all you're doing is putting that card in the second position of the deck, right? So I didn't do anything special. I just put it in the second position, but made it look like I was putting it in the middle of the deck. So I'll leave a link for that. Basically, you do a double lift and a Marlowe tilt, and then from here, you can move on to the next step. So at this point, you just tell your spectators, listen, we can go on all day, putting this card to the middle, bring it back to the top. You can tell your spectators, like, we can do this with any card. And the next thing you do is a triple lift. So instead of just lifting over 2 cards, you do the same concept with 3 cards. Okay, so you lift over 3 cards. In this case, the top card looks like the 7 of spades. And what you do is you say, okay, let's go ahead, let's put this card back into the middle, snap our fingers, and then once again, you do a double lift, right? Or actually, no, sorry, you do a single lift. So you flip it over, and it's not the 7 of spades. So you flip it over, just 1 card, and you say, actually, you know what? Hold on, let me see something. Maybe the card is underneath the table, and then at this point all you're doing, if you have a table where you can just stick your hand underneath, or you can do it in front of the spectators, there's 7 of spades, the third card down is actually right here underneath. All you're doing is pushing your finger over, and I'll leave a link for the shapeshifter change. Stick the card on top. You can do a shapeshifter change in front of them, if you want to, just shake it up, and you can show them that the 7 of spades has actually risen to the top. So I just wanted to give you guys a little idea. This truly is the trick I do. Like if somebody says, hey, can you do a trick for me right now? And if they give me a deck, I'll have them shuffle it and do this little, it's a slight ambitious card routine mixed in with like a shapeshifter. So it's super easy to kind of get them, like, you have a visual change, you have a couple lifts. Like I said, it's pretty interesting. So anyways, guys, if you actually want to see more of my airplane videos, I've taken a couple of videos of me flying. If you're interested in that, make sure to leave down in the comments if you want to see some videos. But if not, guys, I will see you in the next one. So thanks for watching.